I do like our abandoned cabin haunted museum that we've got so far, but I would really love to move into the haunted mansion. And that's kind of why we're on this map, isn't it? It's because we've got this massive mansion. So I think let's move in here. It's going to cost 10,000, but we've got more than enough money. So let's purchase this plot. Whoa. Whoa, look how much space we have. That is crazy. This is huge. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, it's kind of already got perfect. It's got ghost rooms already and stuff. Oh, that's amazing. Wow, this is super convenient to move into. And it also looks like we've got a VIP visit coming. We've got the eccentric explorer, Wiggy Silverbottom, who's going to be visiting the museum. So let's check the place over before someone famous arrives. He's coming in 9 days. I think let's pause the game here. We've got over a week. And let's move our haunted area into the mansion. And then we can start doing the adventurous stuff, like the fantasy stuff. Because I think that'd be really cool in here. And I want to make it, like, this is still on brand for the witch theme. But I want to get all the other stuff, like wizards and dragons and goblins and stuff. I want to get everything in this museum. So I think having a little adventurous tavern would be a really cool idea for this space. And then the actual haunted mansion can be over here. Starting with the entrance hall.
Museum staff may not listen to the radio while working. It's above our pay grade. Apparently. Guests are reminded that I'm not that familiar.
I'm quite happy with this little entrance hall. It's like a haunted hotel, and I love that. So there's cool entrance here. We'll keep with the haunted hotel theme. There is also an entrance over here, but I'm guessing that the guests will automatically go to the ticket booth area, and then they won't go like through this area here, because they could walk along the path and then come up and get in for free. But I'm assuming that's not how the game works. Please let me know if I'm wrong in the comments though. I'm gonna pause the game as well, so the time doesn't move too far forward while we're decorating this up. But if we look at the exhibits we have, you can sort them by theme, and we've got a lot of cursed objects and ghost dusting equipment and then spirits of different ages. What I think to do, instead of sorting them by the theme there, I'd like to kind of sort them by the decoration we have available for the spirits, and that way we can spread the spirits across our whole museum. So if we have a hotel room as like a section, and that could probably have the ghost dusting equipment in it and things like that. And then we can have an industrial age area and a dark age room, like things like that, and a natural area. I think that'd be really cool to go with these themes. So when the guests walk in, they could walk straight into a hotel theme. Even if we don't have any spirits for that right now, we could save some space where we could put them in maybe. And then if we do get some hotel spirits, we can put them in there. So for now, I think to divide up the space is a massive space in the middle. I don't think we need it to be this big. It could probably be a lot smaller and still have enough space. Like, I think that would be perfectly fine for guests to walk in and out of. And then we can have a lot more stuff. And then this can be the wall where maybe the starting area, if we block it out, can be our hotel area.
Guests are reminded that in the event of an emergency, the museum will always prioritize the exhibits. There's loads more where you came from. Guests are reminded that I will not match your enthusiasm. I see this stuff all the time.
So I've just moved the exhibits over that go with the hotel items. Now I want to decorate up this area so that all of these hotel themed things have all of their bonus buzz. So this needs to be near a cursed object. So if we can move one of these to be closer, that would probably help this out. Even if we put this like here. I don't know if this one needs it as well. Yes, we might need to group them a little bit closer together, or we wait until we have another cursed object that we can put in. But I'm going to get as many of these bonus buzz things as I can and just generally decorate this up so it looks a bit more like a hotel. And I think this space could probably run to about here. I want to put a gift shop in. So I'm going to say maybe this wall is a good shout. If we move this in slightly, we could put a nice gift shop in and just move our gift shop over basically. I think that's probably big enough for the gift shop in here. And then this can be our little hotel area. And we can always knock through this wall if we want as well. We don't have to have a massive diagonal wall through everything. But for now, this kind of works. So let's decorate up this space and paint the walls and everything as well. For the walls here, I wanted to get some of the garish hotel wallpaper that you can get in especially like an old hotel, because this is a haunted mansion that's been turned into a hotel. So we're gonna have some old wallpaper. It has to be wallpaper because they loved it back in the day. And this pumpkin one was just the perfect blend for me between there's so much going on, like it's such a loud print and it's Halloween themed, so I couldn't say no. And then for the carpet, I really couldn't decide between a few styles, especially the purple I thought was really good for Halloween. But in the end, I just liked the orange more. I thought it was less going on and a bit less loud when you look at the whole thing. So it didn't distract from the exhibits as much. And it also makes the small rug underneath all the exhibits stand out way more because that is purple as well. So it really stands out on the orange carpet. Whereas on the purple carpet, they kind of just blended into the floor. And for the decoration, I wanted to upgrade our haunted attic into a haunted hotel. So we've got a lot more hotel stuff that's just been left, kind of an abandoned hotel. And that's everything from all of the luggage racks, there's just some luggage on the floor, to then also just tables that have had the covers left on them. They obviously have been taken there away from the cafeteria and just left there. And then we've got some sofas and some chairs that are all just stacked up, some of them neatly, some of them less neatly. But I think it really just creates this abandoned feel, which I liked.
Guests are reminded that one day, your stuff could end up in a museum. Dream big.
Okay, that is much better. We've decorated this up now, and we've just got a reward. Oh, we got a museum star. Amazing. So we did it, whatever it is. Our star rating has increased, and with it, our automated appreciation. Amazing. We got 10,000 for that. Wow. And the representative from the Department of Culture is arriving for our yearly inspection as well. Why couldn't I say that word? Okay, we've got a VIP visit. They liked the thing, but nothing much happened. We weren't really ready for him, to be honest. I completely forgot. I'm gonna pause again in case we get something else happen. And our very, very boring entrance over here is gonna have to shift. So I want our ghost to move in, and I'm gonna do that in 2 stages. I'm gonna move the seance simulator with our industrial ghost, and I think this area makes more sense. It's a bit bigger. So I'm gonna move it into here, and I'm gonna have the industrial age section over here with 2 ghost rooms in it. And then this can be like our dark ages room. So let's do the industrial age area first. Firstly, I wanted to get our industrial age spirits in there because I feel like we need to look after them more than just the exhibits. So I recreated their habitat, but very slightly bigger because I thought they can have a slightly bigger room than they had over there. You know, they're moving house, we'll give them something back. And then pretty much recreated it with the same items, remembering that we can't have the bookshelf, which is kind of annoying because Gummo Sparkle Water doesn't like to read, so no one's allowed to read.
Restoration should be left to the professionals. No vigilante dusting.
And then I wanted to turn this room generally into like a haunted house, but back in the day in the industrial age house, which is probably what this mansion used to be. So we've got these really nice like chandeliers and wooden beams, which I really like the walls on this one. And of course we had to go for a wooden floor too, because it just fits in the aesthetic. And then I threw in some candles too, because I love how these look around the seance simulator. It really sells the gloomy, spooky vibe. I was really happy with how this turned out.
Guests found talking in incomplete sentences will be told, stop.
And I figured I'll throw the guests a bone and upgrade the bathroom for them as well, because we have the space for it. So let's make the toilets slightly larger and make them more in keeping with the hotel theme. So I've used the same tiles in the toilets that we use in the entrance hall of the hotel.
Guests needing toilet are reminded that you'd rather go at home.
Okay, I feel like this is much cooler now. We've got this industrial age area and I've expanded the bathroom a little bit, although I've just realized I need to correct the walls now for this. And I need to favorite the ones that we're using. So it's this one along here. That does it much cooler though. And they've got 2 entrances to the toilet, which I think just helps really. I'm also just gonna sell these rooms because we might as well get the money back if we're not using it. We can leave that stuff in for when we decorate that area. But the museum's starting to function now, which is cool. All the guests are moving over because really all that's left is this one exhibit here and then our cafe and everything. Can we just close the cafe for now? Yeah, close room. Okay, and close this room as well. That helps us out. Now this is much better. We can delete this room. And we can also delete all of these. Oh, no. I want them to collect the money in any of the donation bins. I don't want them to get rid of that.
Guests are reminded that your needs are important to us, but they're not our top priority. Okay?
And then I think we move our ghost over. So if we get this security guard just to pick up the money from here, that would be so helpful. Can you just collect those donations, please? And look at our gift shop closed down. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. And we've got a security warning for the bogeymen. That's not good. They're going to come through the toilets that we've just nicely upgraded as well. We do need to get more security in here. But firstly, I do just want to sort this out so we finish off the final rooms. So I'm going to pause the game before they arrive. And then I'm going to move our final exhibit over, which is Constance, bless her. It's just her on her own. Some industrial age spirits. And while she's there, you know what? Let's send out an expedition and see if we can get her a friend. Because where did we get her from? I feel so bad that she's just on her own. Was it this place? No, we've used up that spot. We've got everything from there. Ah, it was an industrial age spirit, wasn't she? But she's on her own because she's like a historian. So, not the best to us from the endless dump. We could get another industrial age one though, because that room is plenty big enough for more of them. I'll think about it. I think maybe what we do is we try and find some more of the Dark Age ones. We haven't got any of these so far. We'll leave it for now. We'll leave the expeditions while we just move everything across. Let's install our 3rd room over here. And that's going to be for the Dark Ages stuff. So if we can put a doorway in here, that would be good as well.
Announcement. Children should be clean and not form herds.
For the Dark Ages area, I wanted to replicate her room pretty much exactly how she had it in the previous area. And then I wanted to make the rest of the Dark Ages area kind of like a castle, like a spooky castle to fit with the Dark Ages theme.
This is a museum. You should not be laughing. Seriously.
And also on the right-hand side of the museum, I've seen they've used like border textures, which I thought looked quite nice, where they've got a different floor compared to the rest of the carpet. So I thought I'd give it a go myself and picked one that was kind of like a red tile, which I thought kind of looked a bit Vampire's Castle and would fit in with the rest of the museum.
Sure, take another picture. I'm sure you'll look at it later.
Okay, I've added that in. I'm not sure about adding a little texture on the end. I've seen it was done before, so I just wanted to add something in that kind of wraps around the corners. And this like dark red tile thing kind of looks like a vampire's house, I thought. But I'm not sure whether I like it or whether I prefer just the cut edge from carpet to another texture like there. I think I might actually just get rid of it because I think I don't like it on some of them, like here. I think I'm just going to do edge to edge, so I'm just going to quickly do that now. That's better. Yeah, I prefer that. Okay, cool. Look at our sails going off. Well, that's been a lot of rejigging. I do want to reset up everything over here, and I think if we add some security, it would be massively beneficial with the bogeymen coming. So let's put in the stuff we're missing. We're missing tours mainly. So let's put in a tour in each room. I'm going to leave the Dark Ages because we've only got one thing right now. But let's put a tour in this room. And it could just start in the middle, to be fair. And it's going to do the Haunted Doll, the Mannequin, the Roach Burger animatronics, the phone, the Ghost Duster, and the Ghost Guster. It's a perfect length tour because they're all quite close together and it gives us a lot more buzz in each thing. So that's actually a pretty decent tour. Now, we've got one of our tour guides already on it. We have set them up so they're only going to do tour guides, so that will help us out there. And let's do the same in this room over here. They could start over here and add in... Oh, there's only one thing for them to do. You can't do the seance simulator. Okay, well, we can do a tour of that for now. We're going to add more stuff in here. But it's worth having one at least. And our health inspection rating was good. That's good. We don't have enough bins and there's too much litter. Oh yeah, I got rid of all of the bins. Well, that's something actually I want to get onto. So I want to add in a couple of new rooms. We've got a camera room I want to add in for security. And I really want to get the analysis room so we can start analyzing stuff and getting better things, really. I think if we leave our workshop over here, there is probably space. How big does this room have to be? 4 by 4. Maybe what we do is we remove our training room. I think if we sell this training room, we can put in an analysis room in here. And it will be, yeah, definitely big enough. We can put that there. And we can get a massive analysis machine. There we go. And let's decorate up this analysis room because I really want to get started with analysis. It's got decoration rating of 3. That's probably good enough for now. And now we can actually get going with our analysis. So we have a bunch of exhibits in here that are good, but they're not the best. So what we can do is we can place one of them in this room. Let's say the Haunted Doll. And then instead of like using it in our museum, one of the experts is going to deconstruct it. Oh my goodness. Where have you stolen it? No! Oh, they're going to ransom it back to us, aren't they? See, I took my eye off the ball. One of our experts is going to go over and... Oh, look, they're here as well. Let me pause. Let's grab you. You need to catch the criminals. We've got loads of security just for this one reason. Come on. What I was saying was, they will go, they'll deconstruct the object, and we'll get much better information. So we've got an expert come to do this right now. And when we improve the information about it, our knowledge goes up. And that not only improves the actual, like, knowledge you get from this, which is good for our guests, it also gives us enlightenment bonuses so we can unlock things. There's another one being stolen here. Let's pause the game. Okay, we've stopped another one being stolen over there. Oh, they're going to try and steal this one. Oh my goodness, we really are on a roll with these. They're going to come back in. We need more security guards, I think. Let's hire more security guards. Let's pause the game. We can have one with happy thoughts. That's not bad. This is probably a better one, though. They can... Yeah, they're both bookworms. Let's get 2 little bookworms to help us out. Let's hire you there. And then let's hire the other one in here, where all our stuff is. Now, good luck to the bogeymen now. There's a very small space. We've got 4 security guards. We can also sell this room that we're not using now. Oh, because we can move them over. I haven't moved over our poor little Constance. Right, let's pick you up and put you in the Dark Ages one. There we go. There we go. We've unlocked something. So let's sell that room. So the benefit of getting enlightenment is you get perks and things. Let's have a look. But you also unlock things on this track, which gives us like decoration. So now we have an olden table and an olden chair. That's awesome. That's 2 new decoration items that we can place. So it's definitely worth doing. I'm going to set the others that we have just to be deconstructed because it's worth doing. And we do need to then sort out our buildings in here. So as far as the buildings I want to get in here, I want to get a nice staff room in here so our staff can actually stay around. And then we want to also get a camera room. And this ideally will be centrally located because it has a range on it. I think putting it in this spot here should be fine. So I'm going to whack that in, probably in here. I think that should be good. I don't know why it's clipped through the walls a bit strange there, but we'll take it. It's fine. And for that, we're going to need a camera booth for them to actually monitor with, and a security alarm for them to give the signal. And now this room is going to let us put security cameras everywhere. And that will basically mean that if any thieves are spotted by the security guard, they'll call a security guard over and immediately we'll get it. Ah, we've got our ransom here, the haunted mannequin. So we're gonna, yeah, we'll buy it back because we actually do want it. Now, what the security room does, what the camera room does, apart from having a very glitchy wall here. Oh, it doesn't like the partition wall. Fair enough. Let's remove that. That's so funny. Okay, there we go. Got rid of that. That should be all good now. There we go. Okay, what this room does is we've got a camera booth and a security alarm. So if we put up security cameras, we can then watch all of our exhibits. And as long as one security guard is in here looking at the system, they can ring the security bell and other security guards will run over and stop the people from stealing our stuff. Because at the minute, we're getting a lot of stuff stolen. So this is going to be a massive security improvement. So what I'm going to do now is add in some security cameras and spruce up this security room so it's somewhere that our staff would actually want to sit in. And with the security cameras, we need to just put them so that they've got like a swinging radius, but they have to be put on a wall, which is why the internal walls actually really do help. So if we can put one here, that will probably swing round and cover a reasonable amount. So let's put a few of them in these spots here, just so we can cover as much as possible. Now, I assume that these things can't be stolen, like the ghosts and stuff can't be stolen. Although, it looks like they might be able to. Oh, I think they've just busted them there. I don't think our ghost can be stolen, but we'll see as we go. For now, that's probably enough security cameras. And none of them are going to work until we train up one of our security in the right skill. So let's pause the game and make a very small training room in this side of the museum.
Announcement. Without a training room, staff will stay the same forever. Staff can receive training to be less useless and more useful.
Okay, that has worked out quite well. Now let's open the training room and let's train up one of our new security staff. If we just select the security guards, let's train up Emily Pound. We're going to rename them as well. Probably in the next video, we'll rename everyone. And we'll train them up in the camera room so they can actually start using the cameras. And then they're going to be able to sit in there and watch over the whole museum. So we have solved our security problem, finally. Now we've finished deconstructing the mannequin. Let's put in our final one here. Oh, we got our haunted mannequin back. Let's put it back in the museum. What? How have they stolen them? This is hilarious. I'm just saying, we've solved the security problem. Don't worry, everyone. And then thieves literally make off with it. They will sell it back, though. Don't worry. Let's put the faulty phone in here to complete the final analysis on the exhibit that's the worst quality, because we've got the faulty phone here. There they are, the security. Where's the security? Here. Oh, to be fair, I think they'd probably get them anyway. There we go. As soon as they're done learning, our security is going to be so much better. And we could put a security chair, like, in here to try and spot thieves while they're leaving. But I think they'll leave in disguises anyway, so I'm not sure how effective it is. We'll leave it for now. Now, we obviously do want to get a gift shop in here and a cafeteria, if possible. So we're going to want to move these across at some point. but I think that we've done a pretty good job of moving our actual museum across. So I think now the museum has moved across, I'm going to call it here for this video, and we'll continue it in the next video. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you in the next one.